What is up, guys? This is Kobe here, and welcome to the 5th job showcase for the Illium class. Now, Illium's 5th job is very heavily based on burst damage. It's 2 skills that have, well, technically 3 skills. You'll kind of see a little bit later, but 2 skills that have a 10-second duration with a 3-minute cooldown. So you already know these skills are going to do a massive amount of damage while they are active. So the skills that I'm going to be talking about, first of all, we have the first one, which is Crystal Ignition. Emit a powerful energy aura, burning everything in front of you. So it's just completely overpowered. You can just hold it down for 10 seconds. You can move left and right while holding it down. So kind of like a 10-second movable hurricane, once again with a 3-minute cooldown. 780% damage 3 times on up to 15 enemies continuously. At level 1, and at level 15 it does 1500% damage. And if that isn't enough, we have Reaction Spectrum, as if we even needed this. When you're using Grand Holder on, not Grand Holder, we'll get to that a little later, but when you're using Crystal Ignition on this little ball right here, every second Spectrum will come out. Spectrum does 1040% damage 5 times at level 1. 2005 times at level 25. This skill procs every second for the next 10 seconds, so that's already 100,000 damage right there with Spectrum alone. Now I haven't calculated how many hits Crystal Ignition does, well, during the 10 seconds is up, but we'll kind of figure that out a little later. And last but not least, we have Gram Holder. Gram Holder, you summon a huge mechanical warrior, which always only faces the way that you are, it faces in the direction that your character is in. So you'll kind of see it a little later on, but basically, you summon him for 25 seconds. So, well, okay, a lot longer than 10 seconds, actually. So, still it's a 3-minute cooldown, nevertheless. Summon it for 25 seconds, does 1040% damage 5 times, 2000 level 25, exact same damage at Spectrum. But the catch is, you see these little energy orbs right here, and you see the little crystal counter that's above, well, kind of hard to see because of the little quest light bulb, but you kind of see the stacks up here. Once this is at least 3, Grand Holder's damage increases by twice as much. So now, I'm just kind of gonna show it a little bit in action while we mob. I'm probably gonna have to choose a good little map for it. I don't think anybody really ever goes to this map, so yeah, this one shouldn't be too bad. Before I use these skills, I want to be able to get my stacks up to 10. Not really a big fan of getting stacks up on Illium, so that is, kind of annoying for me. Let me go ahead and use the Maple Warrior skill, and yeah, that's basically that. So let me go ahead and get these stacks up. 5, 6, 7, 8, and I do lose a stack if I get hit. And there we go, we're at 10. And I have to keep using the skill like at least every 10 seconds, otherwise I'm gonna lose all my stacks, and that's not good. So yeah, here it goes. We'll do Gram Holder first. Kind of just show you guys. Boom. Like, come on. Is that... The skill damage is insane. See, when I move over here, it kind of just goes to the way that I'm facing. Let me go ahead and keep my stacks up. But yeah, there's really nothing else I can hit over here. That's basically it. So now that that's over with, we'll go ahead and use Crystal Ignition. I'll kind of keep on our stacks up a little bit more. And here we go. And as you can see, the reaction skill is so huge. It's like insanely big. Was never really a big fan of the class, but the 5th job burst is absolutely insane. And once again, Spectrum only lasts for Crystal Ignition only lasts for 10 seconds. So that's, just kind of how it is. Now, whether you could use it in Glory Wing mode, I'm not too sure. But Illium burst is really on some next level shit. Now, I'll kind of use it at some bosses. Kind of already went over it a little bit, so I do want to test out a few things here and there. Battle stats to test out Crystal Ignition. Thought, what better boss could I test it on than Easy Empress? Although this is gonna be a hard one. This is gonna be a hard one. Only because it's kind of RNG on what she'd be using first. If she uses tornadoes, I just hope I don't get hit so it doesn't ruin the battle stats. Otherwise, I'll wait another 3 minutes, and yeah, that's not fun. Don't really have a dojo dummy, so I can't really test it out with that since I've really been running dojo on this character. So we're just gonna go in, go all out, kind of see what happens. If we make it through, we make it through. But if that's not the case, then that's not the case. So we're gonna go ahead and go in. Oh. How could I have forgot? This 150 hyper. I mentioned this in one of my Grandmaster Uni videos. 10 seconds straight up invincibility. But you have to have the whole stacks, you know, maxed out and everything. So let me put this on a good button for me to actually go ahead and use. Yeah, there's... I don't know why I forgot about this. And then this double 200 skill. This one, yeah, increases my damage. So I have everything hotkeyed. Now we just gotta charge up the crystal ball. Kind of get my stacks up. Now that we're at 10, we'll kind of keep going a little bit. Battle stats is kind of glitched somewhat. There we go. Fix it up. Recast bots. Let me double check. This one's 0. Alright. And insert. Zero. Here we go. Over here. Gram holder. And boom. I love the burst. I really do. Don't get me wrong. What the Okay, first time man not been the charm. I don't know how long that went on for. That might have been almost up. But no, don't close it out yet. But come on, 24 times. 24 times a hit. I can tell it's 24, and not 24 lines of numbers because it's 72 lines of numbers right here. Which did a total of 445 million damage. Spectre did 129, and Gram Holder did... Where's Gram Holder? Where would Gram Holder go on this? Maybe he didn't go through. Whatever. We'll just do attempt number 2. I think we got it this time. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Just go in. Gram Holder. See, I'm kind of slow with this, and that's not really too good. Yeah, there we go, and I make sure, yep, that's active, so I'm not going to get hit from any of that, although she did move up a little bit, so I did miss a couple hits there, but that was the entire 10 seconds, so we still have Gram Holder active, still, you know, murdering everything, but we'll go ahead and check it out. Where's it at? There's Spectrum. Oh, there it is, 40 top! I think all the hits went through. That might actually be the what? I'm telling y'all, 4 times a second. That seems about accurate to me. 120 hits. Wow. So if we actually take that into consideration, let me get out of here before I die. Well, I'm dead anyway. Okay. But I need to go ahead and move over here. We'll move out the way, and yeah. So, I don't think Gram Holder appears on here. It doesn't. We just only have the simple reaction skills and whatnot. I guess Gram Holder takes place for both of these? I don't know. Maybe Gram Holder just isn't part of it because it's... I had to test one on Gram Holder itself. We'll go over that a little later. Okay, so 120 hits. Max level. Calculator time, okay? We already said that Spectrum, if, you know, done properly, can hit a total of 10 times. Is that Spectrum? That's not Spectrum. Spectrum isn't even on here either. So what's the big idea? I'm not okay. Illium is weird. Illium is weird as hell. Well, okay, and it's whatever. We already know how Spectrum, you know, the total amount of damage Spectrum does, total amount of damage Gram Holder does. But anyway, I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this already. Don't need a calculator, but we take in 1500 and we multiply that by 120, we get a grand total of 180,000. 180,000% damage. That's insane. That's absolutely absurd. So that's 280,000 from the first fit job skill alone, if you take in these two skills. Now, next test we'll do just Gram Hold. Alright, here goes. Oh. Okay, so it does apply to battle stats, but the question is, what does it apply to? Can't even open it up. It's not even hitting anything. What? Oh! Okay. Alright, Gram Holder. I see you. No. Do your thing. Over here. Yeah, there we go. Kind of stopped hitting there for a second. I wonder what the problem with that one was. But, how'd I miss that? Alright, so... Pretty nice though. I have to check back on all of it. Exactly, I just looked back. Gram Holder's not on there at all. What? But it is what it is, I guess. Gram Holder seems to at least be okay. Not too bad, I have to say. Especially when you got your stacks up. Oh man, I'm telling you, this skill does mighty fine damage. Yeah, just keep hitting that burst in. Make sure you got your balls out. Make sure you just out here using that. Boom. 3, 4, 5. That's a really slow second, but still, nevertheless, come on. I think I hit like 7 times, not 10. Maybe around 7 to 8 times. I'll be more accurate estimation. But yeah, that is it. I'm not gonna end it just yet. I will show a little mini montage showcase of the actual skills without me talking a little bit too much. But that's all I want to talk about for now, because I know somebody did suggest, some actual gameplay of the skills rather than just showcases and discussing the skills themselves. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video.